Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike here from Coq.Media. We're here at Bitcoin Vegas 2025, and I'm here with Lars, the co-founder of Tiny Vikings. If you guys are in the ordinal spaces, this is who you want to talk to. Lars, tell me about what you guys are doing, what you guys are building in the space, brother.
Hell yeah. No, Tiny Vikings started many years ago, actually, as an experiment. We wanted to build new media experiences on-chain. We tested all the different chains, Ethereum, Solana, ICP, layer 2s, you name it. But it wasn't until Ordinals that we really saw, okay, now we can actually put all the data on-chain. That really matters for us, because once we put these 20,000 Tiny Vikings on-chain, they're going to be there forever. We're really excited to put them on chain now. For the last year, we've been building out a big stack of basically developer tools, because building on Bitcoin is really hard. One is expensive, it's risky, it's there forever, so like your mistakes will be permanent. We've kind of made it our mission to build out a suite of open source tools and services for anyone who wants to build on Bitcoin. Because we mainly, we really believe there is a new internet being built out on Bitcoin now, which is fully censorship resistant, can never be removed. It will be, a one-time storage fee, always forever available.
Awesome. So I'm totally new to the whole ordinal space. I'm just kind of getting my understanding. I know there's like a block size, you're limited to 10 megabytes. So I wonder, like, with the restrictions of that, like, is it just, I know like the art is the art, and so I know a lot of the ordinal communities. I was just at the Taproot Wizards party last night. Yeah. It's a little bit like beyond the art, like what's part of the community, because I feel like the value of most NFT projects is not just the art. I believe it's really the community, and also, again, you're on Bitcoin, is the value of the network behind it and what comes along with that. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the things that you guys are doing in the community and beyond just the art.
Yeah, no, indeed. So all the way from the beginning, we made Tiny Vikings in a way that they're easy to create with. So they're really easy to make memes with, they're easy to bring into games. We just recently launched another big update now, so that anyone who builds 2D arcade games can basically call a Tiny Viking and say, give me the assets I need to jump, run, walk, crouch, throw things, fall. So you can build, in a few minutes now with an AI, you can easily use all the Tiny Vikings that are on-chain and build, simple games in, a matter of minutes. But we've also done other things like Tiny Records is an on-chain music player like Spotify. Okay. We did this mainly out of necessity, because we saw that there are no good music players on Bitcoin. We wanted the Tiny Vikings to, of course, have music in their tiny universe. So we made something that looks a lot like a Spotify client, where we have the Tiny Vikings album in there. We also aggregated all the other music on Bitcoin. So there is a Best of Bitcoin album in there as well. Just a small note, there's not a 10 megabyte limit, there's a 4 megabyte limit on the block size. But every 10 minutes the block goes through, so every 10 minutes you can get 4 megabytes stored basically, so it's about half a gigabyte a day. But this, it kind of means that the art, of course, is, our vehicle to make this tangible and let people own part of our journey going forward. But like the Taproot Wizards, there's a lot of people pushing in the space now to actually use Bitcoin as more like a data network than just pure a money transfer network. And I think it actually works kind of well for that purpose in terms of what we have been building out. So exciting to see that come to life.
Awesome, and I really love the Tiny Vikings. I love the little guys, and that's what it is. It's about something that you find, because when I came into crypto, it was really the community that I found that I really vibed with, and finding the little Vikings that you can vibe with, and everybody loves Vikings. I'm sure everyone's watched the Vikings TV show, and they can totally get behind Vikings. The whole Thor, the ambiance with the Vikings. So you're telling me about games. I'm a big gamer myself, yeah. So are there any games on Tiny Vikings that people have built that you've played that you really enjoy?
Yeah, so, just a few weeks into us opening up this new API on the Ordinals, we've seen a lot of, people building games that are not necessarily game developers. There's, massive improvements in AI stacked the last year now, and people are also getting, I guess, more used to using them. So I've seen Tiny Snake games, I've seen Tiny mix and match games, memory games. Maybe the memory game actually is the one that I've seen so far, which is could be shipped and could probably be inscribed as is and be a good game. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to do now with the community. We're going to build out a handful of games, put them into a tiny arcade, and also talking to a few other people in the space that have consoles and other places that will be natural to put tiny games.
So I gotta ask you, as I'm sure everyone wants to know, what's Cup coming? What's a hot alpha? You got anything you can drop for us with Tiny Vikings? What you guys going on in the future?
Now, I think one, I guess a hot topic these days is, do you have inflation or deflation in your collection? And there's been a few of those exercises where people might not be so happy with inflation in their collection, so we kind of did the opposite now. So we burned 5,000 Tiny Vikings a few weeks ago, and we did that basically because we airdropped all the Tiny Vikings for free. Like, actually free. We paid for the whole thing. Like, we didn't tell anyone to give us anything. We also didn't tell the community it was about to be free. So we whitelisted people, but we also selected 15 communities in the ordinal space that we were to airdrop. But also let people come in and, sign up to actually buy the thing on the whitelist without knowing the price or when it will come. And then, of course, using that info, just, airdrop onto them.
Dude, that's awesome. Sometimes you just got to give people a little taste so they can come in. Dude, so I really love what you guys are doing. I like the community. The art is kind of cool. I love the little 8-bit Tiny Vikings. I definitely want to try those games. So, dude, tell me where people can find you online, where they can find and learn about the Tiny Vikings and get participate in the community.
Indeed. So I think the best place is best to go to X and just tiny__Vikings. That's where all the latest, public news comes out. If you're a Tiny holder, you can of course go to the Tiny Discord, get holder exclusive access first, of course, to all the next stuff. So there's a lot coming up. We even have a Bitcoin talent show going on now. So we've had 50 artists competing to be 20 semifinalists, now 10 finalists, and the crowd is out voting for them now. So send some votes to the Bitcoin Good Talent artists. They need it. They're amazing.
Absolutely. I have a bunch of friends in my community that are artists, and that would be really cool. I'll definitely vote on that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out Lars and Tiny Vikings and see what guys they're building, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.